Have you ever wondered what would happen if everything humanity believes about Jesus Christ is only part of the truth? What if a piece of history was not lost to time, but deliberately buried, hidden by those who never wanted it revealed? Welcome to Chrono Depth, where we're not afraid to dig deep into the hidden layers of history. The story you are about to hear is not for the faint of heart. It began on a cold winter night in 1987 near the Turkish border. A strange man, exhausted, dusty, and trembling, knocked on the door of an abandoned monastery. He introduced himself as Matteo, an independent archaeologist and, some say, a tomb raider. In his hands, a leather-bound notebook, a cloth-wrapped object, and a pair of haunted eyes. The only monk still living at the monastery recalled Matteo only muttered one sentence before collapsing. "I've seen where he was laid, and the place is empty." A week later, Matteo was found dead, lying on his side, eyes wide open, as if still staring into something terrifying. No one thought much about his belongings, until a local journalist, driven by curiosity, unwrapped the cloth. Inside was a parchment, but not made of paper. It was skin, human skin, and the map drawn on it was made entirely in dried blood. At the bottom of the map, a single, chilling inscription: "The tomb of he who rose still remains, but none have dared look upon it." The local magazine published the story in a tiny religious column no one noticed. Until 1992, when a secret society of scholars in France, known as the Watcher's Order, acquired the map in a private transaction. They confirmed it was genuine human skin, real blood. And most disturbingly, the blood contained biological markers science couldn't classify. A Polish cryptographer discovered that the coordinates pointed to a remote mountain region in northern Israel, an area that had been scrubbed from digital maps, even Google Earth, supposedly for military reasons. The group of 7 set out in secret. None returned. 25 years later, a local shepherd stumbled upon a torn backpack hidden in the rocks. Inside, a decaying leather journal, a broken recorder, and a blood-stained fragment of the original map. In the journal, the author, only signed as M.R., described how they uncovered an ancient tunnel sealed behind a massive stone slab. It took 3 days to open. Beyond it, a stone chamber, silent, cold, and disturbingly empty. No relics, no bones. Just a nameless tomb, carved in the rock. And on the wall, an inscription in a forgotten script: "He has left this place, but you must not enter where he once lay." From then on, silence. The Israeli government fenced off the entire area, declaring it a restricted military zone for national security. Locals claim to have seen unmarked military vehicles arriving at night, strange lights emerging from the mountain, and sounds they couldn't explain. No one dared go near it again. A retired Italian priest, who had once been part of a Vatican delegation to the region, told an interview that was mysteriously deleted within 4 hours. If the true tomb has been found, the foundation of all faith would tremble. And there are powers that will never allow that to happen. In 2017, a private lab in Canada obtained a small sample from the blood-stained map. The results were staggering. The blood matched no known human group. The DNA sequence contained fragments that didn't match anything known on Earth, and faint traces of radiation, similar to those found on ancient religious artifacts. The findings briefly surfaced on an independent science forum. Hours later, the site was permanently taken down, erased from the web. In 2021, an adventurous couple illegally ventured into the Forbidden Zone. In their final uploaded video, a glowing blue light could be seen seeping from a crack in the rock, as if something inside the mountain was breathing. 3 days later, they vanished. No trace, no signal. The embassy refused to comment. As of now, the original map is gone. The last known holder, an Italian scholar, was found dead in his apartment, locked from the inside. Cause of death, sudden cardiac arrest. But in his hand, he clutched a final note. Once the door is opened, no one will return. And that leaves only one question. What is so dangerous, so forbidden, that governments, militaries, and religious authorities alike have conspired to silence it? If Jesus truly rose from the dead, then the tomb should not exist. But if the tomb still remains, then what really happened 2,000 years ago? Could there be two truths, one that is preached and one that is buried? What do you believe? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Chrono Depth, where we dig beyond time, beyond myth, into the stories they don't want you to hear. Because sometimes, the scariest truths are the ones we're never allowed to know.